Mangalam. For that, Sacchitanand Uttekar joins in to discuss the technicals now. Sacchitanand, thanks very much for taking the time out. It's a bit of a volatile day. We have the Sensex, which has now slipped into the red. How would you approach today's trading session? What would be the key specific stocks to play this market?
Good afternoon, Ekta. Good afternoon, Mangalam. I think clearly markets are oscillating within a tight range of 23,400 to 23,200. And if you look at the data, there is multiple evidence that Nifty has a good amount of support near to that 23,200 mark. So even if we see a decline, I think that decline should be bought in unless we don't see Nifty closing below the 23,170 zone from here on. The trajectory for the trend remains on the bullish side. So we are anticipating that eventually we may see a further expansion of this particular move. And even from a trading perspective, markets could scale towards 23,560. So I think the buy on decline strategy should be should be continued. When it comes to Nifty Bank, the immediate range is around 49,500 to 50,560. Even here, I think it is sustaining well above that 50,000 mark. So the probability is high that we may see banking again contributing in the second half, and probably we may see a swing towards 50,560. So overall, I think markets are stable. They are just consolidating before the event announcement. And if you look at the price action, it is giving us that confidence that we may see a further, legs on the upside.
Right, and individual stocks?
Mangalam, the focus is now on some of the chemical fertilizer space. For a very long time, we have seen SRF oscillating within the band of around 2,000 to 2,700. So what we have already observed is that there has been a very good shift in this particular band, and there's a good sign of fresh support built up somewhere close to around 2,300 zone. Now, if you look at the weekly formation, we have a bullish hammer formation on its weekly scale last week, and the daily RSI has started trending comfortably above that 50 mark. Even its 5 and 20 exponential moving averages have given a positive crossover, so that's why we are anticipating that SRF may again move back to that 2,700 zone. So from a trading perspective, we have a price target of around 2,500 on the higher side. The stop loss can be placed somewhere close to around 2310 from here on a weekly closing basis, and fresh long positions can be added. Our disclosure that would be that we have also recommended this trading position to our clients. The other stock on our radar has been Chambal Fertilizer. Now, if you look at the weekly structure, the stock has been comfortably trending above its 5-week exponential moving average for almost 11 weeks now. On the weekly chart, it looks like a classic bullish flag formation, which is again a continuation of a trend signal. So we are anticipating that this particular move may extend eventually towards 475. But from a trading perspective, we may see an immediate swing towards 440. And that's why we are recommending building long positions in Chambal Fertilizer. And one can keep a stop loss somewhere close to around 410.
Okay, all right, Sacchitanand, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and giving us all of those technical calls for the markets, like we mentioned, just about consolidating at this point in time. The advanced decline ratio a little bit on the advancing side. So let's see whether that sustains. Over 2,700 stocks advancing.